Alright, so I've got my baskets placed up here on top of the PVC pipe, and what that's going to allow me to do is be able to get an accurate measurement on how I want to put my holes into the pipe for the placement of the baskets. And what I'm going to be putting inside the baskets is a grow bag, and you could use almost anything. I've used Walmart bags, the blue ones that you could get from the store. Go back, check out my videos on how to set up a kiddie pool system, and you'll see how I use the Walmart bags. And I'm going to put them inside of the basket. The basket is going to just serve as stability. And then once I drill the holes in, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. I'm going to put in my homemade net cups, and I do have a video on those too, and I'll go check, make sure, and if you don't see it before I get this video posted up, if I don't post it before I get this video posted up, I'll go back and make sure that you can see how I did it. But I drilled holes in the bottom all the way around. I found a brand new pair of old stockings that I had to put in there, because this is where I'm going to put my mixture for bless you, for the wicking system. It's going to actually wick the water up out of my PVC pipe, and that's what's going to keep you from having to come out every day and try to get this thing watered. So let's go ahead, get our holes drilled, and I'm going to show you what these cups look like, filled with soil and ready for the grow bags to be set in place. Alright, so I got my baskets in place, and you may have to adjust everything so that they'll sit firmly onto your surface. This is outside on grounds that are uneven. So here we go. I'm going to just go inside each one and make a mark so I'll know where the middle is going to be. Back up, and that way we'll know where to drill. Alright, so I'm going to take my 2.5 inch saw here, hole saw, and we're going to drill this hole. Make sure it's in the middle. Alright, there we go. And let me get it finished. I got one hand here. Got my first hole, and I'm going to go ahead and finish drilling holes in the rest of the inside the rest of the little baskets on my marks. So again, this is serving as my wicking cup, homemade. I'm going to post a video showing you how I did that. And what I've stuffed it with soil, and I'm also going to make sure that I drench it wet. I've stuck it inside the hole in the basket. I've pre-drilled holes in my basket before I drill the holes into the pipe. This is going to go down in it. Now I'm going to clean all of that out. This is just showing you right quick what we're doing. That's going to fit down in there, and my grow bags are going to sit inside the basket, and then this is going to serve as a wick to make sure that the soil stays moist. And of course I have my reservoir that is built into my self-watering system. So, we had to take a little break to get us some glue, and I did go ahead and pick up some tape. We're going to go ahead and attach this to this. I'm going to take this back out and put some tape around it. I think I'm kind of not wanting to do that because it's in there so good right now. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. Alright, so let me get this glued and put back together and we'll get to the next step. Okay, so what I did was go ahead, get the PVC pipe and the end piece glued on, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my bags in my bucket or my basket. Alright, this is an old sheet that I cut up and I sewed it to make grow bags because I couldn't find the heavyweight material that I needed to go ahead and sew some grow bags that I could use year after year. This is 100% cotton. We know cotton will break down, but if we could just get through this growing season, that's fine, and I'm sure it will. So although I got a hole down here, I did not put a hole in my bag. I'm just gonna put it right in there because we gotta have something to keep in the soil. Okay, so
can you?
The bag is in.
Yo, okay.
We've already got the net cup sitting inside the pipe.
As you can see.
This is what they look like. Okay. And what we're going to do is go ahead and get these net cups saturated with water. When we put the soil in here, it's going to keep your basket sturdy. But if you're in a windy climate, then you may want to put some type of brace on the outside or in between your baskets to keep them from falling off. Alright, that's how it's going to set. So I'm going to go ahead, get me some soil in here, and then we're almost ready to plant. Okay, so I got my basket here, got my cup in there. I told you to set the bag inside the basket before I actually put it inside here. Again, make sure that these baskets are secured if you're in a windy area, but this will give it some type of stability, having that in there. And then when we set the soil inside of it in the grow bag, that's going to help too. Alright, so just wanted to make sure I went back and corrected that. Got somebody undoing what I'm doing. Okay, one moment.
Hey,
alright,
guys.
so all she's doing right now is just letting this
be
net cup soak so it could be saturated, because you want these cups to be fully saturated before you put them inside
the bucket.
Inside of your bucket, your basket, or whatever you're using. And then we'll move forward with putting it into the basket and putting the bag, the grow bag, inside of that on top of it. Okay. Alright, so I've got one basket set up. This is the next one. Got my basket sitting on top of the hole that's cut into the pipe. Got my cup sitting inside, my net cup, and it's drenched. You can see the water. You want it soaking wet. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead, put my bag in here. Sorry about that. With the growing medium. Now I know this isn't the prettiest, but we are trying to do what we need to do to get through this growing season right here, considering all that's going on. So if you're looking for something pretty, maybe we could show y'all a little bit of something by next year. How about that? Okay.
Hey guys, so today my name is Baby Greenlight. So today my mommy's gonna be doing the mixing up the potting soil.
Yeah, so what I'm doing, your finger I think is covering it. What I'm doing right now is just going ahead and mixing up some potting soil because we ran out. I do have a video. If you'll go find how to set up a kiddie pool system, you'll see how to make your own garden soil. The recipe is there. Alright, so once we get this done, we're going to fill the other baskets and we're going to plant cabbage in our baskets that are wilting because I had them sitting out here on the ground. But that's what we got going on. So give us a minute to get this all mixed up and we'll be right back at you.
Bye.
All right, so we are done getting our baskets
filled with dirt
and
water.
And water. So what we're gonna do is go ahead. We're gonna plant some cabbage. I've got my 5-gallon container right here. I hope you can see this. See if you can see this 5-gallon container in there. And it's got water in it, and that's what's gonna help supply the reservoir. So we are cooking with grease, and it's hot enough, I'm telling you. All right, so I left my little shovel at home, so I'm gonna use my hands today. We're gonna dig in and get good and dirty. You wanna hold the umbrella? All right, here we go. Here you go.
Okay.
All right, so I got
some plants.
Yeah, hold on, hold that right there, nice and steady. You're getting it in front of the camera. They probably want to see. They probably want to see. All right, so I've got some cabbages here.
Just know these nuts.
And this is what we're gonna be planting, and then we'll show you what the final product looks like. Yes.
Goodbye. Oh, and be aware of that sand gnats.
All right, so this is one of the cabbage plants. Gonna go ahead and get that in. You see it's got a really good rooting system.
Yeah.
These baskets have already begun to soak up the water out of the reservoir, and let's go ahead and get the first one in, and we're gonna plant it the same level as it was in the cup growing. And I'm gonna put a little bit more soil on top of this, because when you're doing your system like this using grow bags, they have a tendency, the soil has a tendency to become compact at some point, and it'll almost be, instead of a whole container of soil, you may find you come out one day and you're like, wow, that soil has really went down. It's about 3/4. So just add some more soil if you have to, and that's all you should have to do with that. So let us go ahead and finish putting out our cabbage plants, and we got one basket down there on the end. I did not have one of these particular bags for. You could use anything. I just try to keep it a little bit uniform, you know. But anyway, let us get this done and we'll show you what it looks like.
Bye. Hey
all
guys,
right.
So today Baby Green Life is going to be putting some water in these cabbages.
Yep, she's watering the cabbages. We are done getting them put in. Try not to put too much on one plant. Yeah. And the reason for this method is it creates an aeration system that really allows the roots to continue to prune themselves. As they grow, they'll prune themselves and create new roots. So these type of setups don't allow the roots to wrap around the bottom of the pot like you'll see and become root bound. And these, as they grow, again, they will continue to regenerate new roots, and as the roots continue, so will the growth of your plant. So we're gonna see how everything goes. We're gonna let her go ahead and finish getting these watered in.
Oh, and Kat also tell you guys something. Make sure, guys, you make this as perfect as possible, because look, there's a leak down there.
Okay, go ahead.
So
at first you may find that when you get ready to initially put your water in, you'll have a little bit of leakage from the cloth bag or the garden fabric, which is what I used one year. But that's nothing to worry about. Once this soil gets nice and moist, and being that it's connected to a reservoir, it's going to keep that moisture in the soil, especially if you have a really good soil that you're working with from the beginning. So that's not something you need to be worried about. All right, so no, I think we could manage. So we're done. I hope that you guys enjoyed our setup of our modified rain gutter grow system. If you want to see the actual rain gutter setup, I could reply in the comments and I could get one set up for you, because I do have a video showing where I've got some things planted, but I did not show how I actually set that rain gutter up. So let us know in the comments if you want me to put together a rain gutter grow system, and we'll do that for you with the actual rain gutter. So we're using this because it keeps out, to me, pests and animals from trying to get in there and everything. So I decided to go this way, being that it's out here on the homestead, and we don't want anything out here trying to feast and drink water while we're not here. All right, so sending you positive vibes. We ask that you would subscribe.
And don't forget to hit that bell right there, that bell.
Okay.
Go ahead and
it might
hit
be
it.
down
in
there.
3, 2, 1. All right, guys. I think you subscribed. Thanks for watching. Bye.